Hi everybody. I did a video series about large intestine bacterial overgrowth a week or two ago, and someone posted a bunch of questions about LIBO on one of those videos. So I've got the list of questions up right here. So I'm just going to do a little rapid fire LIBO answer session here. So the first question is, what herbs are helpful for LIBO? It really depends on the case. There's no kind of one size fits all, set of herbs, but the types of herbs that I typically use are as follows. Just as a little caveat, as per usual, nothing that I'm saying should be construed as medical advice. This is for informational purposes only. Please talk to your personal healthcare provider before pursuing any medical treatments for yourself. Some of my go-to herbs are oregano, thyme. There's one called uva ursi. Sometimes I'll use bismuth, which is not an herb, but it can be useful. I will oftentimes use a combination formula that a local company here has kind of put together for me. It's a combination of grapefruit seed extract, wormwood, and black walnut. So those are kind of my favorite go-tos. What I found with LIBO is that tinctures and essential oils don't tend to work as well as encapsulated herbs or powdered herbs, and I think that's largely because those tinctures and essential oils get absorbed too easily along the way down the intestinal tract, and there's just not enough that's lingering by the time it hits the large intestine. So those are some of my go-tos. It's really important to be using the right dosages, using the right combinations of herbs. Oftentimes we need to use more than one herb, and we need to use robust enough dosages. I've worked with many patients who have worked with other clinicians over the course of time. They come in, they've been on different protocols. I'm like, you're on the right stuff, but I don't think you're on a high enough dose. And so dosage is really, really important. So just a little plug for optimal dosage. So please talk to your clinician about optimal dosing, which of course your clinician's always going to be recommending what they think is optimal dosing. But anyways, talk to your clinician about that. Next question is, what herbs are helpful for SIBO? Good question. So herbs that are helpful for SIBO, it depends on the type of SIBO. For hydrogen gas producing SIBO, what my favorite go-to is oregano essential oil. I will use berberine as well, but I do like the oregano essential probably as my top pick. But if patients have a propensity for heartburn or reflux, then that can, excuse me, sometimes be or gastritis for that matter, that can sometimes be a limiting factor in whether they can tolerate something like oregano, which is generally quite caustic. I do recommend it for my patients in enteric-coated capsules, so it doesn't get released until it's the small intestine, but sometimes those little capsules release things into the stomach anyways, and so you got to be just careful with that type of thing. For methane gas producing SIBO, my preference is to use thyme essential oil, and then I'll also use that aforementioned 3-part formula that has the grapefruit seed extract, the sorry, somebody's texting me, so I'm getting distracted here. Grapefruit seed extract, black walnut, and oh my goodness, and wormwood. So I usually use that combination for a lot of my methane gas producing overgrowth patients. I have played around with garlic extract, and it has been helpful in some patients, but I found that other things seem to be more helpful. So oftentimes like, methane gas producing SIBO, let's use garlic. I just haven't seen it help as frequently as I'd like it to. And then the third type of SIBO is hydrogen sulfide gas producing SIBO, like the oregano essential oil there again. And I also like to use bismuth in that case. It's one of the most sort of reliable agents to help get rid of hydrogen gas producing SIBO, or hydrogen sulfide gas producing SIBO in my experience. Astute listeners will think or notice that there's some overlap there. Some of the types of SIBO seem to respond to certain herbs, and different types, and different LIBO responds to different types of herbs and whatnot. So there is indeed some overlap. So in many cases, we can use some multitasking agents that will treat a wide range of different microbes. I'm noticing that the time is getting on with this video, so I'm going to leave it there. There are a few more questions in this little collection, so thank you to the person who submitted these questions. I will answer the rest of them because there are some other good ones there as well. But I will leave it there for now, and thanks for watching.